Hey YouTube, it's Danielle. I'm sorry about, well, I'm not sorry about it. I look like crap, but that's okay because I was exercising. I'm trying to get into it, but I had to cut it short because my phone rang and it was my surgeon's office and they finally gave me a date and I'm freaking out. I really thought that I would have more time. I didn't necessarily want more time, but I prepared myself to be like, insurance is going to take forever. I'm going to have to wait months, and it's probably going to be June or July by the time I get my surgery. But didn't happen. My surgery is April 12th. Holy cow. I have no time to freak out. So I'm going to take full advantage of my 4 weeks that I do have freaking out and getting myself ready. So I have a few questions. They set my date for me, but they also set a pre-surgical appointment, which is on the 28th. It's like a week before, 2 weeks before. I can't count, but they said it's gonna be like 3 hours long, and to bring like a support person, but no kids. So I want to know why I have to bring a support person. I thought it was just an appointment, but I guess maybe they're going to go over like what to expect afterwards. I don't know. So if anybody out there can really tell me what to expect, I would appreciate it, because I don't like not knowing things. But yeah, I finally have a date, and I am a freaking mess. I know last week's appointment, I was kind of like really weirded out about all the side effects, but I really don't care. I'm not a vain person. There's ways to hide things if things, go the wrong way or start looking crazy. You can always hide them. And anybody who is used to being fat knows how to hide some stuff. Because believe me, you get dressed just to hide things. So I'm good with that. But I am probably going to have like an anxiety attack before April 12th because I'm so freaking excited. The only thing that really worries me is I haven't been away from my kids overnight two nights in a row. I've been like away from them like one time, but I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm worried about their father because he will get walked all over, and anytime he has to get them ready for school, it's a Thursday that I go in, and I can almost put all the money I own that they're going to walk into school looking like homeless children because he doesn't know how to do hair, and he'll give them a brush and say, brush your hair. But they're 5 and 6, so if they get a tangle, they stop right at the tangle and go somewhere else. And they don't brush out tangles. And last time I picked them up, when he got them ready, they looked like children that had no mothers. And it looked like they had 5 different people's outfits on, and I'm pretty sure that my baby wore high heels to school, and she had PE that day, but I know people talked about them that day. Oh, well, they're cute, but that's really not too big of a worry. I'm just worried that my house is going to be a wreck when I get back. And that's another question I had. Like, he's able to take off, my husband, the day of surgery and the day after to, take care of the kids, but he's not able to take off, like, that 3rd and 4th day, which are the days I'll be home. And I'm not sure that I'm going to need him here, but I don't know if anybody has been through it knows any different, because when I had my C-sections, he couldn't get time, he didn't get maternity leave or anything for that, and his job was really strict about days off. So I was in the hospital for the 2 days and then home on my own with the baby. And I know a C-section, they cut through all your stomach muscles. And I was, I managed, not great. Like, I could have felt better, but there was no worries about me not being able to take care of, the baby or whatever. But of course, they just cut your muscles. They didn't do any rewiring of your intestines or anything. So I need to know from anybody out there, just realistically, like, do I need to, get a hold of a friend or something, or arrange something, or am I going to be able to, tough it out? Because, my oldest is almost, she'll be 7, and so, of course, they can grab, like, a Lunchable out of the fridge, and, I'll make sure I have, like, drinks and everything for them, but, just let me know, am I being realistic, thinking that I can do it on my own the 1st and 2nd day out of the hospital? Because I think I will be able to manage it. Like I said, I managed a C-section, 2 times, you know. And when I had my second one, my oldest was 2 years old, so she was running all over, and I was, you know, it was fine. So just let me know if I'm being like Wonder Woman here and thinking I can do it all on my own, or if I really do need somebody. But another thing is, I work at a grocery store. I'm a customer service manager, and the other day I just ventured over to the health food section where all the protein shakes are, protein mixes, and because my nutritionist told me a lot of stuff that they recommend is carried by Kroger, which is where I work. Yay, Kroger! But there was seriously just in the little section, you know, one aisle, about I want to say 50 different protein powders, and I don't know which one to pick. And I was over there trying to read everything, and you know, 40 out of the 50 of them met all the requirements, like the sugar and the fat. But and the protein, like they all had a pretty good amount of protein in them, except for some of the girly ones that are made like just for girls, I guess. So I need to use like a men's bodybuilding protein powder. But I didn't know if you guys knew a brand that you really liked that tasted good and, you know, wasn't as expensive, because they range from like $10 to $50 for the protein powder. And I'm not sure why. So if you guys could just give me like a couple, like, you know, whatever works best for you, because I know I have to make my own decision, but if I can narrow it down from 50 to like 10 of them to try, that would be a lot more helpful. Plus, the pills of calcium citrate, I know that all the posts say to get like a pill crusher or whatever, but I know they have something called UpCal D, which is like a liquid form, but it's a lot more expensive. But and same thing with the vitamin B12 sublingual. I need to see if you guys know of any place I can get like big bottles of this stuff, so I don't have to keep constantly buying it, because I'm going to gonna be busy. Like I'm only gonna take, I think, 2 weeks off from work, and because my job is usually really good about letting me have like light duty, or you know, and I can do like the paperwork for the most part, and you know, just supervise my employees instead of getting out there and actually doing, you know, all the stuff I normally do. But I mean, that's another thing. Like how were you, you know, how fast were you able to return to work? Because my doctor's saying I may only be out 2 weeks, and I always thought it would be longer than that, especially with them messing around with your insides. But I mean, he's the surgeon, so I'm pretty sure he knows more than I do. But just let me know if that's like the same amount of time that you guys were out, or you know, I don't know what to expect. And now that it's so close, I guess I always thought in my head that it wasn't going to happen, but it really is going to happen in less than, you know, it's going to be 4 weeks, and I'm going to be in there and out. So I know I'm boring you guys, but I'm not boring myself. I'm so freaking excited. I could probably talk on this video for an hour, but I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to go bore all my friends. I'm going to call everybody I know and tell them that I'm about to be pretty sexy. I'm about to look like I did before my babies, which was, I don't know if everyone's going to be able to handle it. I can't wait. Now, I'm really full of myself, but I really was cute before my kids. I had like a 2-year period where I really got down to my good weight. But other than that, I've been fat my whole life. So I kind of know how it feels to be nice and little, because I was down to like almost ideal weight, but that only lasted for about 2 years, and then I got pregnant. And I got pregnant because I was looking good. No, she was planned, but it had everything to do with, I think, the way I looked. But yeah, so I know how it feels, and I want to feel like that, because it feels really good to like walk in somewhere and like people actually look at you like, ooh, she's cute. And like now you walk in someplace and they'll be like, oh, you have a pretty face, you know what I mean? Like, that sucks to hear, because you know what they're saying is, you have a pretty face, but you're a fat ass. That's pretty much what they're saying. But I don't know. It'll be nice to get back there. You know, I was only there for a little while, and I loved it there, and I still, you know, couldn't keep it. And then I stopped smoking, and then it really crept back on. But I don't have to worry about that too much longer. Okay, and like I said, I'm not going to bother you anymore. I'm going to go bother my friends. Love y'all. Bye.